Once upon a time, I, a seraphim angel, was commissioned as the arbiter of death, and given dominion over the Candelarum, an endless space filled with the burning lights of the living. Every day, I would stare into the dimming light of a failing candle in order that I might be there at one's final moments to usher them into the hereafter. I've bore endless witness to the full spectrum of humanity's behavior. Its foolishness, its self-destructiveness, its needless loss of life, and at times, selfless compassion. I knew that if I was to continue my duties, I would have to do so with the necessary cold indifference. Until one day, I met Maya Diaz, a battlefield nurse of the First Great War who, unlike any other human, threw herself into harm's way to save another, be they friend or enemy. Returning home, she became Dr. Diaz, and for the first time, she saved a life that was meant to expire. Then she did it again and again. After some time, I developed a collection of these tiny candles that seemed to burn in perpetuity.
I got an officer down here, hit and run.
What happened?
We were on a bus, and the jerks hopped in the car and took off. Man, he jumped out in front and fired a few shots, but they hit him and took off.
Okay, his heart is beating, but his airways collapsed. Get him to the OR immediately.
But for all her victories, no one suffered a loss quite like she did.
Hey, we got the getaway driver, but he's bleeding out pretty bad.
All right, where is he shot?
In the gut, but whoa!
The bullet ricocheted. It's in his heart. Let's begin.
He's failing, Dr. Diaz.
I'll plug the wound with my finger and keep the heart pumping. Dr. Benning, do your best to suture around it.
But everything changed.
Well done, Dr. Diaz. He's going to live.
When she saved a life whose candle had burned out, yet somehow the flame continued to burn.
What? I gotta die? That crook gets to live and I gotta die? Why?
I don't know.
As we go! Asriel, there are names on my list. Names of missing souls. I'm aware, Lucifer, but I can do nothing about it. You are the angel of death. People die, and you bring them over. If their time is up, why are they not here? It's this doctor. She's keeping them alive. Do you know what happens when people live longer? Sometimes they have epiphanies. They change. They come off my list. Now, how do I raise an army without souls? I don't stock your army. No. But if there are missing souls on my list, there are missing souls on his list as well. And remember, the big guy doesn't tolerate disobedience. Fine. There's a doctor in the way. Fine. Get rid of the doctor. I take souls, not lives. I know. Ever the dutiful angel. But what if this altruistic saint of a doctor was just allowed to donate some of her own candle, give a bit of her own time to some of her patients? After a while, think about it, old friend. And remember, we're both waiting.
You can't have her. Not yet.
I know. I'm not here for her. It's not her time.
Me?
No, not you either. It's neither of you.
Then why are you here?
Wait, let me start again. This is her candle. It's not her time, but it will be soon. This other candle is yours. It's impossible to know for sure, but you'll likely live past this century.
Why are you telling me this?
I'm making you an offer. If you'd like to save this patient, you may donate some of your candle to extend her life.
Here, how long will she live on that?
2 decades, I suppose, but that depends on her. Everyone burns differently.
Well, good. At least her kids will be grown by then. Oh, my... Nurse! Check Mrs. Walters' purse for belladonna and prep the OR for a stomach pump.
From then on, she relied less on the instincts that made her great and more on donating from her candle. She never cared who they were, crooks or saints. If their time had come, she would give them some of hers. It was admirable, but my guilt was consuming. I began sifting through the Candelarum in search of those who had time to spare, those who likely belonged on Lucifer's list. I grafted small pieces, hoping she wouldn't notice.
I want to thank you. It means a lot that you would let me do this. But why? There are so many doctors. Why me?
I admire you. I mean, what you've done. It's something I've never seen before.
You know, when I was a girl, you took my father from me.
It's not my choice.
He was a good man. Deep down, he was good. If he had a bit more time, he would have changed.
It was his time.
Yes. I suppose I understand. But whose time is this? Azrael? Are you stealing for me?
Yes, but they're wicked people with plenty of time to...
I don't care. Give it all back.
I can't.
Yes, you can.
No, I'm not ready.
For what?
You don't deserve to...
Die? Azrael, I'm not afraid of death. It's fine. Now promise me you'll do it.
Ah! You did this! You did all of it! You gave her to me, and then you took her away! I've served my role for eons, and this is my repayment? Fine. Collect the dead yourself. Ah! I'm done.
Since then, I've taken a mortal form. I know the rules, and I know what must be done. And I will be with her again.